welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to make a meatball stew. I've got my ground meat here from Bros Mart. It's really lean. I don't remember the percentage, but it's less than 10 for sure. So first we're going to get this open. Throw that in a little bowl. I got some parchment paper down on my cutting board so I don't mess it up none or contaminate it. Dump that in the bowl. Get every little bit of that. And what I like to do is I use the Lipton soup mix in it. No breadcrumbs, nothing like that. Just that Lipton soup to add a little bit of onion inside of my meat. No seasonings. Crumble that all up. Mix that in there. It's more of a grab and squeeze type method that I use. And just do that till I get it well distributed. There we go. And it's getting there. Alrighty. Now I don't really measure any of this stuff, you know, how I do it. I mean, making my meatballs, it's all to looking. Now this is my version. My friend Andrea did her version on her channel, Andrea E. And I'll try to put a link down in the bottom there for y'all. We want them to be about golf ball size. Roll them little suckers up. About like that. That ought to work. Set that aside. Now I'll go ahead and finish making those and then we'll come back. Alright, I got all those meatballs made. I came out with 10 out of 1.25 pounds of ground meat. And we're going to go ahead and brown the first 5 just like this. And I got my olive oil heating in my cast iron over there. And I'm cooking that all the time. And you may think, well, that's not a lot of meatballs. But you got to realize, I'm only cooking this for myself. And maybe somebody might drop in. You never know, but we're going to go ahead and get that started. I think my grease is hot enough. About to find out. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. I must have 12 then. We'll do 6. Yeah, I miscounted. I got a dozen. Okay, got those frying up. Go ahead and set these to the side. And I'm going to flour the last batch. You don't want to flour the first batch because then the flour starts to stick and burn and everything. And we don't want that. Now let's go take a little look in that pot. Alright, got the meatballs in that pot browning up. Go ahead and slide my parchment paper there to the side. And get busy with them vegetables. Go ahead and cut up my onions and stuff while that's all cooking. And I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to watch me do this. I've done, people have seen me do this 100 times. So I'm going to go ahead and get off camera. And when those meatballs are brown, we're going to come back. Alright. Got all our vegetables chopped there. Got our first batch of meatballs all brown sitting in their lid. We'll show you that in a minute. I'm kind of finicky. I chop my vegetables up small. If you like them bigger, that's fine. You do it your way. Now we're just going to flour these meatballs up. Start dropping them in that pot. Now why I'm doing this is that flour is going to act like a roux. Now we'll add a little more flour after I get my vegetables cooked, but when you dump your meatballs back in, once you got your vegetables cooked and everything, it acts like a little bit of a roux and adds just a little more thickness to it. Don't want too much on it. Just enough. Here we go. One more. That's kind of what you're looking for right there. Throw that in there. And we'll set that flour to the side there. And we'll go pay attention to the meatballs. I'll be back. Got our second batch of meatballs browning there. And here's one that already browned. See that? Set to the side. Go ahead and roll them around. Ooh. Almost over browning them. I gotta watch that. You want to pay special attention when you got your flour on them, because you don't want to burn that stuff. Now I got my fire on like really low heat, and that's how I brown all of them, because I'm a low and slow guy when it comes to cooking. I enjoy me a good meatball stew. I really do. Go ahead and keep that flour from sticking by stirring that around a little bit, moving the meatballs around. Now we're not really fully cooking them because they're going to cook inside the liquid. For now we're just getting them a good coating of brown. And you notice how well they hold together? They're not breaking apart. That's from using that really lean ground meat. There are no fillers in here. All I added was that onion soup mix, and that's just to put some onions inside the meatball and give it some extra flavor. No seasonings in them, nothing. Now if I were making these for like a spaghetti, I'd probably add a little rosemary and maybe some fennel, most probably some fennel. Give it that Italian sausage type taste, but not doing that today. I'll get around to spaghetti one day when I feel like eating one. I'll make one. Alright, we'll let them finish browning. Right, those meatballs are brown as they're going to need to get. Now I'm going to go ahead and put them in the lid. I like to use my lid for holding my meat. Okay, last one. We're going to go ahead and grab our vegetables there. Toss in our onions. Grab the trusty little wood spoon. I always use wood spoons in my cast iron. I can't stand the sound of that clanking metal. And we're going to crank our fire up about halfway. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let those brown down a little bit. Then we'll come back and throw in the bell pepper. Alright, the onions are cooking down nicely. Go ahead and add my bell pepper now, and my celery. Dump that in there. Alright, stir them suckers in, mix them good. A little bowl. I don't need that. Whoa now! I still got some more. They're trying to hide from me. Y'all going in that pot, boys. Okay, now all we gotta do is cook that down a while. And we'll go ahead and go off camera for that too, because watching vegetables cook is akin to watching paint dry, and ain't nobody want to do that. So we'll be back. Okay, got those vegetables wilted down pretty good. Go ahead and add our garlic. Just reach over here and grab it. Well, you can chop your own garlic. I like to use the mince because it's just faster and easier and less of a mess. Like that. Go ahead and get that going. The garlic don't take a whole lot of time, and I've got that fire about halfway. Once you start smelling them pretty good, then it's time. They're done. And once we get the garlic browned down a bit, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some flour to this. The whole time I was off camera, I was busy stirring and cleaning stuff up because, like I said before, I don't like to leave all that till the last minute. I like to clean as I go. That way I can sit down and enjoy my meal knowing all I got to clean up is the pot I cooked in and the plate I ate off of. That's smelling good now. You can smell that garlic. Okay, let me go ahead and add some flour. And I'm just grabbing it from the bag I rolled them meatballs in. Ain't no use in wasting that. And I got a fairly decent, I don't know what size spoon that is, probably about 2 tablespoons if I had to guess. We're going to go with that. Stir that around, let it brown up a bit. I always got a bad habit of putting too much, so I'm going to try to remedy that by putting a little less than I normally do. Let's see what that does. Because you got to remember, we also, the meatballs also got a little bit of flour still on them. Grab me a little pot holder there, keep that pot still. Don't want that flour burning. Gotta cook it down a little bit though. There we go, we're getting there. It's starting to stick to the bottom a bit. And once I deem that good enough, then we're going to throw in some stock. Then we'll throw in some seasonings and then our meatballs, and then we'll let it simmer a while. Now I'm going to serve this over rice, and I'll probably have some corn, maybe some green peas. It depends on what I feel like with it. You got to keep stirring though. I do have that fire about halfway right now. Probably could have turned it a little bit lower, but yeah. Okay. I got 3 cups of stock right here. Just pour a little bit at a time. That's usually why I don't use salt too much, because I got that stock salties it up plenty. I might have could have used a little bit more flour, but hey, it is what it is. Or maybe not. Maybe if I learned to measure stuff, I wouldn't get so anxious when I do this, but chances are, even if I measured, I wouldn't remember how much I put the next time I cooked it. Making a mess. I don't recommend making a mess. I'm going to clean that up. We'll get my paper towel and wipe my floor up in a minute. Oh yeah, this will work. That's looking good right there. I judged correctly. A little more water. Oh, I say water, a little more stock. Now I've put approximately 2 cups of stock in there, or liquid. Now, it could maybe have been just a little bit thicker, but we'll see once we get the meatballs in there. And that's what we're going to do next. Grab the meatballs and start dumping them in there. And turn that fire down to low. There we go. Normally I take the lid and dump the grease in here, but there ain't enough grease in there to even bother with. Okay, now stir that around a bit, cook them meatballs up. This stuff will thicken up once it's set, once it's sitting there. We're going to go ahead and start throwing in some seasonings. Get my trusty little cabinet and decide what I'm going to put today. Well, of course, we're going to put some thyme, some parsley. What else do I want? A little bit of rough sage. Yes. Now, what I got here? Nope, no turmeric. Let's go with some basil too. We'll start off with a little basil. Like I said, when I season with my herbs and stuff, I just kind of lightly coat the top. Then we'll go with a little bit of rubbed sage. Some thyme. And last but not least, some dried parsley. Stir that around. See, that stuff's starting to kind of thicken up a little more. And meatballs done that. So I'm going to go ahead and add in just a little more liquid. About a half a cup. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Now we'll go ahead and put the lid on that and let that simmer down for a while. Probably about 40 minutes. And we'll come back. Alright, that stew is done. Stir that around a little bit. Turn my fire off. We're gonna go ahead and plate that up and come back and enjoy us a really good meal. Look at that. Now, turning it the wrong way. Could have been maybe a hairball thicker, but not by much. Y'all wait. It's gonna be good. See you at the table. Alright, here we are at the table. Got that all plated up. Nice big old plate of meatball stew. I'm going to go ahead and take a little taste of first just the rice and gravy. I nailed it again. Let's try one of them meatballs. Look at that. Oh, that onion in there is so nice. They're so tasty. I don't know how to describe the flavors in this. You almost got to just eat it yourself to see. Now me, I like to mix mine up with my corn and stuff, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and finish eating this, and I'll see y'all next time in Sky's Kitchen.